Did you know I could speak Spanish? Oh, I used to be able to speak Spanish very well.
Like
if you took me to Mexico, for example, I could get by pretty good. I'm serious. I could. Used to be. No, I'm not as good anymore.
what happened?
Stop practicing.
You just stopped caring.
There's really nobody to practice with, you know? And the other thing is that's actually one of my biggest regrets in life is not taking Spanish more seriously when I was in high school. I regret that big time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wish I knew a second language like fluently.
Yeah. I was pretty good. I was pretty talented. So, were not anymore. But you saw my Zippo tricks.
Well,
so.
yes, day in the life of I don't know what we'll call it. Day in the life of Billy making himself feel better. Day in the life of Billy trying to pick himself up.
Well, I tell you what, well, you'll see it in a little bit, but the day in the life was actually some of my Zippo tricks, and I know I was kind of joking around in the video, but I do kind of feel cool when I can, whip out my Zippo and, do little tricks with it. And
But you don't even smoke.
no, but I mean,
Why do you carry a Zippo?
I smoke weed.
Okay, do you carry weed with you everywhere you go?
No, this is at home, though. Like, usually during dinner time or after dinner, I'll just bring out the Zippo.
Like, hold on, hon. Let me grab my Zippo.
No, I do. Listen, dude, I tell you all the time. I show Skylar, I'm like, hey, look at the new trick I learned. And she's like, okay, let me see it.
Aww.
And then I'll mess it up, right? Because it's kind of hard. Like, these are not a very ergonomically effective, right? So she's like, okay, well, when you perfect it, then you can come fucking show me. So,
this is what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm dealing with.
But it's fucking cool.
It's cool, man.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You can't use a Zippo with a bowl, but you can use a Zippo with a
true.
joint.
That's true.
Yeah. So
it looks funny with a bowl.
yeah, for sure.
Not cool.
Not cool. But anyways, welcome back, everybody, to Bourbon and Blunts. We have some new episodes coming at you this week. Thank you so much for watching me and this handsome gentleman to my left. I really appreciate it. If you haven't, drop us a comment, subscribe, like, share on YouTube. Also, check us out on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And we really appreciate all your support. Today on the docket, you'll get to see a day in the life of me with my little Zippo tricks, although not perfect, but I do feel pretty cool. Followed up by this little article I thought was funny, and I thought my boy here would appreciate this. It says, and this is by MoneyWise, you're being a baby. This 41-year-old man has no job, no savings, and relies on his parents for rent, but refuses to work jobs that are beneath him. And this YouTuber, Caleb Hammer, serves a reality check to the guy. And then we'll finish up our episode with the wisdom.
A little
wisdom.
A little wisdom. I wish I could do an accent.
Digital slang. You can do an accent very poorly.
It sound like a hick. I can sound like a hick. Very good.
Oh, so you're going to bash my kind? How dare you, sir?
Well, I could. I'm very good at sounding.
All right, let me hear it. Cause you.
No.
Come on, let's hear it. You say you can do. You can do it. All right, let me hear it.
No.
Whatever.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna turn it on throughout this podcast.
Okay.
Without telling you.
Oh, you're just going to do it organically.
Yeah, we're going to start talking, and I'll just bring it in.
All right, buddy. I like it. Well, the drink of choice here, we're going to do a little nipper of Proof and Wood. We don't have much left of this guy.
Proof and Wood.
Proof and Wood. Very, very smooth. 25-year-old American light whiskey. Very good. But anyways, as we're pouring this, why don't we transition into our first segment of A Day in the Life. So, one of the things that I do every night either during or after dinner is play with my Zippo and do Zippo tricks. Now, I'm not a very cool guy, so in order to make myself feel cooler, I wanted to be able to impress people with my little Zippo lighter tricks, so believe it or not, right? So here's one. This is called the gun. Now, I added a little variation of a flip. So this is the gun. Then you spark it, flip it. Oh, let me do that again. Here. Flip it, spark it. That's the gun. Then we have the classic. And that's how I make myself feel cooler at night.
Where we start off.
All right, everybody.
Jesus Christ. Did you spit on this, dude? Jesus Christ.
That's how I feel
It's like
when
I kissed you.
that. By the way, everybody, he's never kissed me before. You won't even freaking.
I just did. With all
barely.
all the saliva
you're a
on
fine
the
one to
bowl.
talk with your blunt roll,
Jesus
and
Christ.
you just lip it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed a little day in the life of me practicing my Zippo tricks. I do enjoy it. Actually, it is kind of. You ever, the fidget spinner, Johns?
Yeah.
It kind of is like that. Like, although I feel like I'm practicing some type of skill.
What do you guys think? You think it's a skill? Is it a useless skill?
It is a useless skill.
It is.
For sure.
It is. But as long as it's fun.
It's fun.
If it's fun, that's fine.
I was telling Skylar last night, when I was a kid, I taught myself how to juggle. And I would do a lot of different things as a child. Like, I'm an only child, so I do a lot of things to entertain myself.
Checks. You're a fucking clown.
But I would do, like, teach myself, like, little things to, occupy.
Pass the time.
Pass the time, and.
So when you were a child, you found a Zippo.
No. This is
Just
something this is something I just started learning how to do, because I was thinking, I was like, I got this Zippo. I know there's Zippo tricks. And I'm like, a Zippo is not just a regular lighter. I mean, it functions relatively the same, but it's like.
Can you do tricks with this, though?
That I don't think I can do. A Bic isn't as cool as a Zippo.
If you could do tricks with it, it is.
I'm sure I could. I probably could twirl it. That's something I want to learn how to do with the Zippo. There's guys who can like twirl it and all that sort of stuff. That would be my next little thing to learn.
Like a cheerleader.
Yeah. Anyways, my friend, cheers, buddy. Cheers.
Cheers.
How was this is our first episode here this week. Well, how was your week?
We haven't had Proof and Wood in a while.
We haven't. This is some of our favorite, although it's not my favorite. What was that other one we had?
This one right here, Calamute.
Oh, Calamute. That was compliments of Dino.
Yep, Dino and Amy.
Yeah.
But Calamute was number one for me too.
Yeah.
Proof and Wood was number two.
Agreed.
But Calamute is number one.
And then also Dino sent us Blanton's. Fantastic.
Dose bottles.
2 bottles.
Which one is gone?
That was
one bottle's gone.
Unfortunately, that was by you.
No.
Yes.
I mean, I am gonna drink at home every once in a while.
Well,
what do you think? I'm not gonna drink this stuff?
No, you hammered that bottle.
I didn't have them. You're going a little crazy. Hammered. Okay. I don't even drink that much.
I know. That's what surprised me. That bottle was gone.
It's like one glass. You and I drank the whole thing.
No, we did not.
We did.
We did not drink that much. All right. Well.
It was probably in the decanter you broke.
I did. I told you I ordered another one. Twice. Yeah, I broke it.
Twice.
Oh, I shattered it
the first time he broke it. The second time he shattered it.
That was last week's episode with A Day in the Life of my OnlyFans audition.
That's right. Yeah.
Dude, that was hilarious.
That was not staged, by the way.
That was not staged.
Legit.
I wish you got the second one on video too, man, because that was embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't find it embarrassing.
It was funny as hell.
It was funny as the first time was funny as shit. The second time I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I legitimately did not mean that, dude.
Yeah.
Legitimately didn't mean it. I mean, maybe if you cleaned up this shithole, we could, stuff wouldn't get broken as much, but it's okay.
That all the tech in the area has a lot to do with that.
I'm just making excuses for myself.
Yeah.
So anyways, let's transition into this article. I thought it was funny because, reading the headline, I'll just read it again. You're a baby. This 41-year-old man has no job, no savings, and relies on his parents for rent. I was thinking to myself, I was like, I wonder how many of those people are actually out there.
Probably a lot.
You think a lot? Do you know anybody? Actually, you do.
Who?
Doesn't work for you anymore.
Yeah, but he's not 41.
No, but he's in his 20s, right?
He's in his mid-20s.
Mid-20s. Yeah. And
I think he's 20. I think he's 23 or 24.
All right. Well, it's still. Yeah, we'll give him some grace.
I think he's 24.
We'll give him some grace.
No. Fuck that.
Compared to this dude.
I'm not giving him grace because I know the kid.
Right, I got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Fuck that.
I got you.
He's lazy as shit.
Well, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
No,
right.
No.
Yeah.
Get off your ass. Get out of your mom's or sister's, in this case, house. Go get a fucking job.
Yeah, I can't necessarily disagree with that, man. But yeah, this 41-year-old has no job, no savings, relies on his parents for rent. So let's kind of get in this article a little bit and just see. So it says, financial struggles usually arise from personal or professional challenges, which is true. You and I have both gone through this tremendously. However, these struggles can simply be rooted in pride. All right.
Nobody's saying it's going to be easy.
Nobody's saying it's going to be easy, but this gentleman, because I did read the article earlier, this guy feels that
He's entitled.
I would say there's a little bit of entitlement that there's certain jobs beneath him.
Yeah.
So on an episode of Caleb Hammer's YouTube show, Financial Audit, 41-year-old Brent of Austin, Texas, reveals he has no steady job, no savings, and relies on his parents to pay rent. But he refuses to accept work that's beneath him.
Gotta be honest, his parents are stupid as hell too.
Yeah, when I read that, I'm like, man, I couldn't help thinking of my mom and dad, especially my dad. My dad's biggest fucking things in life, whatever you want to call them, I don't want to say attributes, but qualities that he pushed is work ethic. And nobody's to take care of you. You are to take care of yourself. You can't rely on anybody else.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't. Now, that does not mean that if you fall in hard times that, you know,
They won't help you out.
People with it, and
Correct.
of course,
That's not what we're talking
that's
about.
not what we're talking about
No.
here.
We're talking about some lazy ass dude.
That's what it seems like. So, so getting back into the article, "You're being a big baby," quoted Hammer, told him after he confessed he turned down a job at a fast food restaurant. "Why will you not accept the jobs that you feel are slightly beneath you?" Brent's refusal to engage with the job market highlights the mental hurdle of being overqualified. Now, this guy apparently had a white-collar job. So, Brent once owned, apparently, an advertising agency that he claims generated $500,000 a year in revenue. Everything was sailing smoothly until his apartment burned down. He had no insurance. "I just completely broke down," he said. Brent claims the trauma distracted him from work and he had to let his clients go to other agencies. He has struggled to land a job ever since. All right, let's stop there for a second.
Struggle is not a good word. If he's turning jobs down.
Yeah, but what he's saying, he struggled. Well, yeah, struggled isn't a good
not a
word.
good
Right,
word.
you're turning jobs
He's
down.
turning jobs
right.
down. He could find a job.
Right, but
just not the one he wants.
Let's go back even further than that, dude. Okay, you apparently say you're an owner of a company, and you're bringing in a revenue of about $500,000 a year. All right,
Which is good.
great. That's a healthy income.
More than I make.
It's a healthy income.
Yeah.
So you have this event, catastrophic. Maybe you lose your belongings in your apartment, but then what, man? Like you just shut down.
You gotta keep going, dude.
Right? Like, dude, you say you're an owner of this company that's bringing in $500,000 a year, and you're not saying like, well, fuck it, this is just some stuff. I got. This is my bread. This is my moneymaker right here.
It's just an apartment. Dude.
Right? Like, now I don't know.
It didn't say his home burned down.
No, an apartment.
His apartment
Right,
burned
now-
down. Go rent somewhere else.
I just again
Buy a new bed.
I like to, play not devil's advocate in this one, but like give a little bit of grace. Like, oh, maybe.
No, I'm sure it would suck. I've been in a fire. I know what that's like.
And you're losing everything.
Well, it wasn't my house, so.
I got you. That's
Yeah,
right. You
but-
told me that story. That's
yeah.
a crazy story.
But yeah, you're gonna lose all your belongings, and I'm sure there's a lot of sentimental things.
I'm sure too.
right,
But
which sucks.
damn, dude, you're gonna fucking let that go?
If you got a good business, you're not.
Right. That's
come
what
on,
makes me
man.
have
That's
a little
something
red
fishy.
flag.
Something
Exactly.
fishy.
So he said he just completely broke down. Brent claims the trauma distracted from work and he had to let his clients go to other agencies. College-educated professionals such as Brent are in a uniquely difficult position in today's job market. Job listings for tech, banking, and insurance were all down by 18 to 55% year over year in April 2023, according to Indeed.com. Jobs posted in the technology and media industry, which overlaps with Brent's qualifications, also cooled down in the same time period, according to a CBS analyst of data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. However, that doesn't mean the whole job market is weak. In fact, the leisure and hospitality sector, which Brent seems to be avoiding, has added an average of 52,000 jobs per month over the past 12 months as of October 2023. According to the BLS, low-wage workers have also experienced strong wage growth from 2019 and 2022. Research from the Economic Policy Institute think tank shows. All right, so Brent says he relies on gig work and side jobs for income, but it isn't enough to pay rent, which is covered by his parents. That makes him part of another unfortunate cohort. 1 in 4 millennials say they rely on their parents to pay their rent, according to a survey by OnePoll for the Chartway Credit Union. dude, 1 in 4. So I'm a millennial. Jeff,
Yep.
you're the generation ahead of me.
Correct.
I think you are.
I am.
I
And yeah, keep going. Keep
so
going.
so when I read that, I just think what does it say? 1 in 4. So 1 in 4 people in my generation are having their parents help pay their rent. And I'm wondering, like, what do you think people aren't doing? Like, okay.
Well, this guy, first of all, needs to just check his ego.
Okay.
Just check your ego. Go get a job just to bring in some money so your parents don't have to pay for you. And then keep looking for the job that you want.
For sure.
Step
Right.
one. That's step one.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't find a job, you don't have insurance, you're not collecting unemployment, what? There's got to be something.
Yeah. I mean, my dad would fucking punch me in the face after a
I
while.
would feel like a piece of shit.
I
dude.
would too, have him rely. Like, again, I could see, like, hey, I'm in a desperate situation for a little bit. I'm going to figure this out, whatever it takes. But, like, this guy's turning fucking down job after job after job. Work 5 fucking jobs, man. Like, I couldn't. I
You
would
work as much as you need to.
to survive, to make it happen.
You do what you need to do. If I'm working 20 out of 24 hours a day to pay the bills,
You do what you got to do,
it
man.
sucks, and you're going to complain, but go do it.
Dude, we talked about that, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back a little bit, but, you know, during the height of COVID, I had, 15 rental properties. Half of them weren't paying. I'm still expected to pay. I got basically zero relief because of the way my portfolio is structured. Fucking multiple jobs working, selling firewood on the side, scrapping metal on the side,
Doing
fucking
all
doing it all
Doing
in
all
one
that
shot.
while you're ugly as fuck. Congrats,
Right, that's
bro.
what I'm saying.
Congrats.
I couldn't sell my body.
You got to flip fucking lighters and shit.
Right, I'm doing a fucking circus act
You know what I mean?
on the freaking side
Just
of the.
so you can feel cool.
I'm like, right, I'm out there on the side panhandling, saying, "Hey, look at my Zippo tricks."
Yeah, look at me. Yay.
Let's see.
Fucking nerd.
Oh man, Brett's situation isn't unusual, but it seems to make it worse when bad spending habits.
Oh, he spends money that he doesn't have.
All right, so this is okay. So he acquired roughly $3,000 in short-term high-interest loans. All right.
So he took out loans.
Right, okay, so $3,000 isn't
not a lot.
It's not a ton of money.
He said a couple loans.
Hold on. With bad spending, he acquired roughly in short-term high-interest loans. Yeah, it does seem like a couple loans. And frequently purchases online lottery tickets. The situation is bleak, but not hopeless, at least according to Hammer. What I would do in general is I would just go get a job today.
Hold on. He took out loans,
Right.
and then he used that to buy lottery tickets. He won't take a job that's beneath him. His parents are paying for everything.
Yeah, man, like what
He's
the
41,
fuck?
right?
And you're
He's 41.
41, dude.
He's definitely single. Without a doubt, he's single.
I'm going to say he's probably single. Too.
Probably fat.
41.
He's 41.
Single.
He took out loans
Loans? You think he's
to
single?
buy lottery tickets.
That's the way this is kind of. Well,
If-
no. He
if he's
says
not-
high interest loans and frequently purchases online lottery tickets.
If he's not single, I'd like to meet the girl. 'Cause
Right.
She's probably a winner.
Yeah, it's true. Who?
You know-
What?
you know
What
I
kind?
mean?
What kind?
She's,
Right.
She's
right.
not. She's. Whew.
Yeah.
Can't imagine.
Who's willing to stick it out with someone like that who's not willing to go to work?
Mommy and daddy paying for everything.
Yeah, man. My dad was so disappointed in me. Oh boy, I'd have a hard time looking at him in the face after saying all
I
that.
would never make that phone call.
I couldn't make that phone call either.
Never happen.
My dad would say, "Go get a fucking job." That's what he
I'd
would
fucking
tell me.
collect tin
Literally,
cans, bro. Whatever.
whatever it takes. So,
Just get a car and go drive for Uber.
well, this is what Hammer's saying, the YouTube guy. So, what I would do in general is I would just go out, get a job today. I would start driving Uber Eats. He said, I would also just go work 1 billion hours a week, every moment that you're not sleeping. Hammer also recommends cutting back on gambling purchases, such as the lottery tickets and online subscriptions.
You think?
Yeah, this could give Brent some room to pay off his debts quickly and stop relying on his parents for financial assistance. No more spending money on fun until the debt is gone, Hammer suggested. Yeah, so, man, that's crazy. Yeah, I can't understand the logic of someone that's doing that. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, drop a comment below. Let us know what you think about this gentleman, 41-year-old, who has no job, no savings, relies on his parents for rent. Where do you think that mentality comes from? What is going on? What is that block inside of him? Thinking, like, because he's overly qualified, let's say.
He's entitled.
maybe there's this entitlement. Where do you think that comes from? Maybe upbringing, family?
Yeah, definitely. Look, his parents are paying for everything.
But then I just don't
His
understand.
parents are part of the problem. His
yeah.
parents are enabling him.
I can see that, yes. What I don't understand is, though, as a grown man now, you're 41 years old. Do you not recognize that?
Some people, I mean,
you're taking fucking advantage of your parents, man. How's does that make you?
The mind is a fucked up place, and some people just don't have it, dude. Some people just maybe he's mentally fucking challenged or something. Maybe something is broken.
Dude, this guy apparently was freaking making $500,000 a year.
There's plenty of dumb people that know how to make money.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Yep, and plenty of smart people that struggle with it.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. That's true, man. Yeah, isn't it crazy sometimes? Like money comes to dumb people.
It does, and it comes very easy to some people.
Yeah, why?
Like they don't even try.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't fucking know. I wish I knew.
Yeah, I don't know either, man. Yeah, I think. Do you think the millennial generation, which is my generation, do you think that's where a lot of entitlement started coming from?
Every 10 years, it changes for the worse.
You think for the worst?
Every 10 years.
All right, so
you tell me one generation over the last 40 years that's better than the previous.
Well, I think it's multifaceted.
We're talking about laziness and entitlement and doing less.
Well, when it comes to that, it does feel as though there is a little bit more of a laziness.
Standards have dramatically lessened up over the last 40, 50 years. Every 10 years, every generation.
I can see that. What I'm saying, though, is do you think because of the ease of access that we have in our society?
Yeah, it makes people lazy.
It makes people lazy,
Absolutely.
right? Like, it was so bad to the point, like, especially during the pandemic. It was so bad.
Lazy.
Oh, for sure. That's instantly gratifying.
Yeah.
But, like, it was so bad. And even to this day, you literally could just about fucking sit on a couch, order your food, and it almost be delivered to your lap.
Almost.
Yeah. Pretty close to that.
If you got a roommate.
There you go.
Bring it right to you.
Right.
Go get the door, bro.
But isn't that crazy? And it's like, so if that is the case, and let's say, which it is the case, and now we extrapolate that across the board with cell phones, with food everywhere, with, hell, half the population during the pandemic didn't even have to, leave their house.
It's fantastic that everything is at the touch of our fingers, but it makes people lazy.
It does, unfortunately.
I'm glad it's there.
I'm glad it's there too, but
but it makes people lazy.
I've noticed even sometimes in myself, like
it's convenient.
It's convenience, man. It's convenience.
And at my age, I'm trying to be a hell of a lot more convenient. Not lazy,
right?
Convenient. There's a difference, but a lot of times they get put together.
You are getting decrepit, so you should have. There should be things that you.
I wish I could look at that one.
You could lean over.
Put my hand.
Yeah, I mean, I think the ease of access with things is great, but now when it comes to this particular situation, I don't know this individual.
What's his name?
Brent.
Brent's a lazy fuck. Brent, if you're listening, go get a job, bro.
Yeah, I mean, come on,
I don't care what
man.
you got to do. Go drive for Uber.
Yeah, but that's his problem. He thinks that type of stuff is beneath him.
Well, guess what?
And see, this is where
what's worse, driving for Uber or telling the girl you're dating?
There is no
mommy and daddy. Mommy and daddy are paying for my rent.
Yeah, there is no girl he's dating. Let me ask you a question. You're an older gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
You meet a lady.
Mm-hmm.
She's around your age, give or take 5 years.
Okay.
And she tells you, Jeff, I still live at home with my parents. They pay half my bills. And I haven't worked in, 3 years. Since the pandemic, I haven't worked.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say to her?
Peace out, yo.
Sayonara.
Deuces.
Sayonara.
I would want to know why.
Yeah.
And, unless she was like disabled or something.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that.
So
Let's just say this guy's an able-bodied, this individual.
So that's like a girl.
No. Well, in your situation, this example, yeah, completely fine. Able-bodied, beautiful, looks great. On the exterior, looks fine.
I'm not that dude.
I'm not that dude either.
That shit is so unattractive.
Dude, I think about that all the time. I I want to take care of somebody if I want to take care of somebody. Like I have a goal.
I don't want to be needed.
I don't want
by
to be
anyone.
Needed. Neither do I.
I won't be with you if you need me.
Yes.
If you're needy as fuck, I'm out.
Yeah. Now, Skylar and I have been together over 8 years. I want to take care of her.
That's different.
I want to.
Because of who she is.
Exactly.
And what she does, right?
Yes.
A woman that is a go-getter, that is driven.
Yeah.
Is sexy as hell.
For sure. And yes. And in her case, she's a very, very hard worker.
And those are the women you are willing.
I'd be willing to
take care of her. Exactly. Because they deserve it.
Exactly. Now.
And they're not entitled because they're going after that shit on their own.
Now, if I met her and she was in this guy's situation, I'd be like, listen.
What if she was a tree hugger, growing mushrooms?
Well, she is.
That's true. Not working.
Okay.
Hair under her armpits.
I mean.
Not working.
Are you making any money?
Living home with, I mean, just on the bracelets she's making. Out of bark.
Well, I mean, maybe, okay. It would depend. If this individual is, I can tell they're ambitious.
No, she's Brett. But
okay.
a woman.
If she's
Brett, but a woman.
I have zero desire to be involved with that. But I bet
Even if she looked like Skylar.
Yes, dude, zero desire.
Out, right?
Out.
Doesn't matter.
Because it's not always about what's on the outside.
No, it's
what's going
never,
on. What's going on?
That's just initial attraction. Initial attraction is what they look like. You need that to like have the conversation.
Right. I don't want to take care of somebody unless I don't want to have to unless I want to.
I would like to take care of somebody that I'm attracted to like that.
Exactly. Now, I guarantee, dude, there are people out there that are attracted to people like Brent. And I think there is something in people.
Well, it's got to be somebody similar.
Maybe
it's not going to be somebody driven. It's not going to be somebody driven.
Maybe it is. I think some people out there like a project.
Or they like the exact opposite.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, people do think they could change other people, and that's never going to happen.
No, the individual has to want to change themselves.
Well, that's the only way it happens.
I think that's the only way it happens. Yeah. You're correct. But there are people out there that like a project. Oh, I can change them. I can change them. I can fix them. I can do it. And it's just like, then you start going down this rabbit hole. Then you start getting really invested.
Yeah, but then you're going to get bitter because
I would imagine
it's not going to change.
Probably not. I mean, yeah, this guy, I don't know. I would love to sit down and talk with him. Brent, if you're listening to me.
With Brett?
Yeah, I'd love to talk to this guy. I'd love to just see where his head's at. I would like
to hear his story.
I want to hear his story too.
Brett, if you're out there, hit us up.
Yeah, I would love to hear your story too because at the end of the day, is it Brent or Brent?
Brent.
At the end of the day, like there might be other things going on. I mean, this is.
Does it say where he's from?
No.
Where's the news article from?
This is from MoneyWise. MoneyWise. This is as of today, December 6th.
Brett, if you're out there, we want to know your story.
Yeah, I'd love to.
And I'll be nice.
Thank you.
I'll be nice.
Thank you.
I would be very polite.
Good, because you can be very mean.
I'm a dick.
You look like it. So, I mean, it's the truth. It's fine. I still love you, buddy. I still spend time with you every week. I spend time with you. So, but yeah, if you're out there, Brent, hit us up. I'd love to talk to you, buddy. I'd love to hear your backstory a little bit, and maybe there's some other things going on that we're just ignorant to, which we are ignorant to. I mean, we only heard a snippet of the story.
We are ignorant. Ignorance is real.
That is true. We only heard a snippet of the story, and I'd love to unpack this even more. So if you're listening,
but if that story is 100% accurate, go get your ass a job, straight up,
or probably multiple.
Go get a job, dude.
Yeah, because I'd feel horrible having my parents pay for my rent.
And if you come on the show and just say you're lazy and you don't want to work, then we're gonna have some fun.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I appreciate honesty.
We're still gonna have some fun.
We're gonna have fun. There's no doubt. There's no doubt, buddy. So, anyways, pal, any other comments you want to share?
Words of wisdom with Digital Slide.
Yeah.
I have one more comment.
Give it to me.
And that would be, you are confined only by the walls you build yourself.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. And a lot of people do, right, man? And I bet you that's what's going on with Brent a little bit. It's happening.
This thing is crazy.
Dude, I was saying this today with somebody. I forget who it was, but they were just having a bad day. Or it seemed like they were having. Oh no, you know what it is? It sounded like they were having a really good day, and I said, I said, Jill, that's so awesome. I'm glad you're having such a great day. And she was like, well, it's not that great. I'm like, is everything okay? And she's like, yeah, just kind of like, woe was me a little bit, nothing major. But I said, well, just be careful about going down that path in your mind. Don't string together negative days. Because it's okay to have negative days, but make sure they're not back to back to back to back to back, because that goes down a bad path. And then to your point in your quote, you start building this structure in your head, and then all of a sudden it's a building of negativity.
The rule should be 48 hours. Give yourself 48 hours to grieve, to be sad, to be in your feelings, do whatever you want. But after 48 hours, fucking look yourself in the mirror and fucking buck up.
Yeah. You know what I appreciate about you, dude? That what you just said is kind of stuff you live by. I've been with you. I've known you now, I don't know, 6 years, 5-6 years now, something like that.
About that.
And, I've been, experienced your ebb and flow of life. And one of think about the financial one, right? Dude, you fucking took that like a champion. You took it like a champion. And man, that was
it's a hit.
Monster kick in the balls.
Somebody tried to kill me.
Yeah, financially tried to kill you.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
They did. Wow, you're still alive.
No, I'm fine, but they
hurt you.
They took a few years off my retirement.
Yes, they did. But you took it like a champ, dude. So I was.
What else can you do, bro?
And that was the time. That was majorly during COVID, and I was fucking getting kicked in the balls myself. I'm like, man, if Jeff can do it, I can fucking do it.
Yeah, yes. And it was all in 1 week's time.
Yeah.
Like 3 big financial hits.
Yeah.
In 1 week's time, where I took a risk, and I knew it was a risk, but it bit me in the ass.
It bit you in the ass, but it's okay, buddy. And you know what? You didn't build those walls of negativity.
Nah, you keep going, dude.
Yeah,
there's always more money to make.
And that's it, pal. You got another 2 years left.
I can still work.
That's true. You can.
I can still work.
You can. So
and drive Uber, Brent, if I had to.
You're right. If you had, dude, if it meant sleeping on my couch or fucking driving Uber,
I'm driving Uber and sleeping in the car.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah,
there
I'll
you
do
go.
whatever I need to.
Right. You can still sleep on my couch and drive Uber.
I'm good in the car, bro.
All right. Anyways, everybody, thank you so much for listening and watching. Please subscribe. Check us out on all the different platforms. If you like what we have to say, drop a comment below. And Brent, if you're out there, we'd love to talk to you, man, because I felt like we beat you up a little bit.
Yeah,
but
Brent, we don't hate you, Brent. Just,
no.
If you're really lazy, then
that's a choice.
That's a problem for me. It's a problem for me.
Yeah, but it doesn't affect you, bud.
No, not in any way.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give you my opinion.
For sure. But I'd love to talk to Brent just to hear some of the backstory.
If you're here, I will listen to your story.
Yes.
I will be polite.
Yep.
But I'm going to disagree if that's the reason.
For sure. And if there's anybody else out there who is in Brent's situation that wants to come on the podcast and share that story, we would love to unpack it. So anyways, thank you so much, everybody. We love you.
Don't be lazy.
Bye.
Peace.